Well, folks, it's the end of August, and as we head into September, we're reminded of the fall harvest going on right now. YCN News stopped by Beaver Pond Farm in Newport to talk with Ben and Becky Nelson, who are seventh-generation family members running the farm, hacked out of wilderness in 1780 by their ancestor, William Osgood. This local farm provides outstanding agricultural products to Sullivan County, and they value tradition, history, and excellence, all while staying current on agricultural practices, trends, and food safety.
Beaver Pond Farm is a diverse New England farm. We do hay and beef animals and vegetables, maple syrup. We're located halfway between Claremont and Newport. We're physically in the town of Newport, but you can throw a rock to the Claremont border right on the highway on 11 and 103. I think there's 265 contiguous acres, probably 10 in vegetables, 2 in small fruit and apples, and hayland and woods. My wife dated it back to 1780 in a bear founded by the Osgoods in a bear-infested section of Newport known as Kellyville. And it's kind of followed the traditional New England farm. It was sheep. This whole area was sheep farms and stuff, and then morphed into a dairy farm. My father-in-law talked about delivering eggs and butter and stuff on Washington Street when it was dirt. So they actually had a little produce route too, along with the cows, and gave up the cows in the 50s. And he raised beef on the side and worked in town. And my wife and I came back in the early 1980s, and seemed to be the only people that were surviving were the ones that were diversified. So we've done vegetables, maple syrup, starting to do wood. We've got our own beef critters now, so we have our own beef. So we grow our tomatoes semi-indoors. This is what's known as a high tunnel, not a greenhouse. The tomatoes are actually grown in the dirt with irrigation on black plastic with irrigation underneath, but they're in the dirt, not in containers.
So far it's been a good summer for the cattle. We do rotational grazing here, so we have 3 or 4 different grazing spots that they go through every 3 weeks, so they haven't noticed much of a change in feed. We raise about 20 acres in vegetable crops. We have a farm kitchen where we make a lot of products, and we have a retail outlet where we sell the majority of our crops, our vegetable crops, as well as our own meat. I think the most important thing for local consumers is knowing where their meat and their vegetables come from. They can stop by the farm store. We have a store on 11 and 103, and we'll talk with them about how we raise things. But these animals, there's nothing. There are no antibiotics, no unusual feed regimes. They're pretty much grass-fed. They do get some of the vegetable leftovers, so they're fat and happy in a natural way. A focus of our retail store is making the personal connection with our community. Our bread and butter are the people that live here, and knowing their stories and their frustrations and their joys is just so. It's what makes it all worthwhile for us.
By the way, 6th-generation ancestors Fred and Norma McDonough are semi-retired but are still working every day at Beaver Pond Farm. And in case you're getting hungry, their specialties are vegetables, apples, pumpkins, and pick-your-own raspberries, with tomatoes and sweet corn as their top sellers.